So today's lecture for BSc part first. So the next chapter from comparative anatomy. So already you have studied the different chapters from comparative anatomy. So today you are going to study the new more a important chapter. So that is evolution of heart and aortic arches. So this comes in circulatory system, or you can say under circulation. So particular topic will come. So generally we have completed the syllabus of BSc part first of comparative anatomy by different lecturers. So here the remaining topic, that is circulatory system, under that evolution of heart and aortic arches. So before that you should know what is the need of this system, what purpose of this system to the animal. So beginning from fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals. So these 5 different classes. So generally what purpose the food is eaten by the animal? You know that food is eaten by the animal, that food is digested and absorbed through the intestine and reach up to the each and every cell of the body in the form of digested food bolus, absorbed food bolus. At the same time, the oxygen is also supplied by the respiratory system through the lung. You know, from nasal passage, the outer air will be inhaled in the lung through the nasal passage of each and every animal. So the particular air will be comes in a lung. So there, the lung is having the several minor capillaries, blood capillaries, bronchioles, and with particularly hemoglobin blood with hemoglobin, Hb. So the O2 from that inhaled air will be combined with Hb. Then there will be formation of HbO2, and that is called as a oxyhemoglobin. And this oxyhemoglobin, so this is oxyhemoglobin, and this oxyhemoglobin formation, that is the process of pure blood formation or oxygenated blood formation. Then this particular blood will send it to the heart, and from left ventricle, so that will be supplied through the systemic aorta and its branches. So that is the dorsal aorta and its branches supplied to the different body parts. So you know the different branches of particular heart, you can say here. So this is the particular heart, and here is the four chambers. So this one is left auricle, this one is right auricle, this one is right ventricle, and this one is left ventricle. So these are the four chambered heart found in human being, suppose. So from here, so there will be formation of systemic aorta when the blood is pumped through from left ventricle, that is the pure blood or oxygenated blood, then it will be passed through these branches, and here there will be formation of towards the head side. So there will be the external keratin, internal keratin, and this one is the common keratin. So likewise, so on both sides, in both sides, so there will be formation of external keratin and internal keratin. One is goes to the upper jaw and one is goes to the lower jaw and towards the brain side. While on both sides, so there will be the subclavian. Subclavian. So this subclavian will supply to the forelimb or hand in human being. Then there will be formation of the dorsal aorta behind the particular heart and below the particular heart. So there will be formation of the other branches. So here, so there will be diaphragm. The body is divided into two parts, the upper part and lower part. So at the junction of that upper and lower part, so there will be the diaphragm. And this diaphragm will also supplied by the particular nerves. That is the particular nerves supplied to this diaphragm. Then anterior mesenteric, posterior mesenteric, gonadial goes to the gonads, that may be the testes or ovary. Renals goes to the kidney. Iliac goes to the hindlimb, and caudal goes to the tail region. So likewise there are several branches of the dorsal aorta which is mainly supplying the pure blood to each and every part of the body. So why the pure blood is gets supplied to the different body parts? Because in each and every cell of the body, so there will be a food bolus, so which is a get digested food bolus, and that digested food bolus when combines with the O2 which is carried by the hemoglobin, so here there will be oxidation reaction will be formed. Oxidation of this food bolus takes place, and after oxidation the particular oxygen from the hemoglobin will be utilized for the oxidation or for the combustion of the food bolus, and there will be formation of ATP. ATP will be released, ATP generation, and that ATP will be get stored in a muscular part of the body, in a thigh region and in a hand, or you can say overall the body, wherever the muscular part is there, so there the particular storage of that particular energy will be there, and that individual looks like a healthy. And for this purpose, the particular oxygen will be get supplied to each and every cell. Then after oxidation, so there will be formation of a end product that is CO2. CO2 formation will be there after combustion of or after oxidation of the particular food bolus with the help of O2. And this carbon dioxide formation, so then there will be full of carbon dioxide, CO2. So that CO2 again, CO2 combines with Hb or Hb combines with CO2, so there will be formation of HbCO2, that is carboxyhemoglobin, and this is nothing but the impure blood, and this impure blood will be carried towards the particular region, that is left right auricle via different methods, that is by through portal system. So through renal portal system, hepatic portal system. So from all the body, the impure blood will be get collected by the portal systems, and that will be collected towards the heart region. So that is from posterior and from anterior. So that is anterior side, that is precaval veins. Precaval veins will collect the blood from anterior region of the body, and the postcaval vein will collect the blood, impure blood from the hinder region of the body. So likewise here the blood will be collected and sent into the purification towards the lung. Again the blood will be coming towards the lung. And here in a lung, what will happen? In a lung again the CO2 will be get separated. So this CO2 will be get separated from Hb. And again new O2 will be combines with this Hb. So which is found in the fresh air. And afterwards the stale air किंवा त्याला आपण शिळी हवा म्हणतो, त्या शिळ्या हवेमध्ये हा जो आणलेला CO2 आहे Hb पासून अलग झालेला, so that will mix with that stale air and it will be sent out of the body through the exhalation or expiration or exhalation. उच्छ्वासावाटे बाहेर टाकला जातो. So this process is continuously going on, and that process is under control of medulla oblongata. You know the medulla oblongata is one of the most important brain part of hindbrain. Hindbrainचा हा एक brain part आहे, and which is very important. It controls all involuntary activities of the body, including the circulation and respiration. So that is under control of this. So these processes are continuous. We cannot stop these processes. Otherwise, the particular animal will comes into end, or the death may occur if this process is stopped for longer period. So likewise here, so these are the different aspects related to the particular circulation. And you know the heart is a major organ of circulation, and here blood vascular system, lymphatic system, so all these things are related to the changes found in the body. That is you can say the waste product after metabolism, so that may be get removed from the body through the excretory system. Then hormones and endocrine system is also there, and which are maintaining the homeostasis or constancy of internal environment. And particularly adequate internal system for circulating is there, and that is why this system is working as a supplying nutrients and other materials throughout the body, and particularly that is by streaming movement in some animals, by cyclosis in some animals, and particularly while diffusion in some animals. So likewise here the different aspects related. So particularly the circulatory system includes the blood vascular system and lymphatic system. The blood vascular system includes the blood, heart, our arteries, veins and blood capillaries. So likewise here, so the blood is also one of the important fluid or plasma, and free cells of the blood corpuscles are there. So that is the RBCs and WBC. And you know the heart, just we have discussed about the heart is also muscular organ and with walls, and valves are there and contracts periodically. That is heart beating may takes place or heart pumping may shows the particular movement, and that particular heartbeats development is also developed by one SA node which is found in the heart. So likewise here in a right auricle the SA node is there, the arteries are there, just we have discussed about the dorsal aorta and its arteries. The veins are also there, so the impure blood collection through the veins, capillaries are there, so which are found over the surface of the body, and the lymphatic system, that is particularly lymph and lymph channels, and lymph capillaries, lymph vessels, lymph nodes. So likewise here the blood vascular system has undergone some striking changes during the evolution of the vertebrates, and these are mostly correlated with the shift from gills to the lungs and site for external respiration during transition from water to land, and with the development of the efficient high pressure circulatory system and are necessary for an active terrestrial life. So likewise there will be in many animals, so those are initially found in the aquatic medium, then it will be transferred to the terrestrial mode of life, so there will be different changes takes place. The heart of vertebrates, you know, during in the embryonic development, the endothelial tubes forming the mesenchyme layer, and ventrally the archenteron, and from the archenteron, so there will be formation of the heart. You know, in any embryonic development, the heart is the initial organ development in the embryo, and that is particularly heart is built in accordance with the basic architectural plan. It is a sac-like muscular organ comprising series of chambers and receives blood from vein and pumps through the arteries. So likewise here, they are receiving the blood from veins or collecting the blood from veins and sending out each and every body part through the arteries. So likewise here, the single chambered heart. So single chambered heart, you know the cephalochordates. So these cephalochordates are showing the single chamber heart, or you can say the branchiostoma, amphioxus. So that is showing the single chambered heart. Two chambered heart, that is cyclostomes. So there will be the two chambered heart, as well as the fishes is also showing the two chambered heart. Then you can say the third, that is amphibians. So there will be the three-chambered heart. Then fourth, that is reptilian or reptiles. So there will be three-chambered, but fourth is undeveloped or working as a four-chambered heart. The heart is working as a four-chambered heart. Four-chambered heart circle working आहे, पण actually incomplete fourth chamber is there. Then fifth, that is birds, four-chambered heart, sixth, you can say the mammals, four-chambered heart. So likewise here, so there are different chambers according to the need of that chambers. Actually, why these heart chambers have been developed? Because to force the particular blood, pure blood as well as impure blood, the pure blood will be get forced towards the lung or different body organs. The pure blood is forced towards the different body organs, supplied to the different body organs, and impure blood supplied to the lungs for purification. So likewise there will be the two aspects related to the particular heart chambers, and that's why this particular chamber system has been developed in a particular animal. So the three-chambered, four-chambered and particularly according to these different chambers. So for example, in case of you can say the amphibians. So this three-chambered heart is there. So for example, the frog, three-chambered heart is there. So in case of reptiles, so there will be incomplete development of the four-chambered. So here the incomplete development is there. So not completely separated the four-chambered heart, but it also performs the function of four-chambered heart in case of reptiles. And in birds and mammals, regularly the auricles, ventricles, you can say here the right auricle, left auricle, the right ventricle, left ventricle. So likewise here, the differentiation and in between these particular at the junction of the auricle to ventricle, so there will be the bicuspid and tricuspid wall. So what is the need of bicuspid and tricuspid wall? When the blood is transferred from auricle to ventricle by forcing, then the blood will comes here, and again the particular auricle to ventricle way will be blocked. It will be stopped, the flow of blood from auricle to ventricle. Auricle to ventricle कडे जाणारा हा blood चा flow stop केला जातो for a short period. आणि हा झडपा जर नसत्या तर हा flow stop झाला नसता. And due to the movement of the SA node, the waves of contraction and relaxation has been developed, and that is nothing but the generation of the heartbeat. The heartbeat is originated from the particular SA node. So this part is called as a sino-auricular node, and this sino-auricular node will developing the waves of contraction and relaxation towards the particular towards the all heart parts, or can say towards all over the heart, and finally the heart is showing the pumping mechanism, and because of that pumping mechanism the blood will be get forced to flow from here to from systemic aorta to dorsal aorta and its branches, that is through the arteries it supplies to the body parts, and from here to lungs for purification. So likewise here there will be the modifications found in the particular aortic arches. So likewise here, this will be the brief account on the heart, origin of heart or evolution of heart in different vertebrate classes. And today we shall stop here. We will see in next lecture the evolution of aortic arches. So within this lecture, so we cannot finish that the aortic arches. So in next lecture we will study the aortic arches. So today it's enough for you can say this will be the last chapter of the comparative anatomy of base part first. Okay.